Louis here, Rshackbbq and other things. Well, if you can't tell, I picked up a new toy, and I purchased it myself, so I'm going to do an unboxing. I'm not going to do an assembly video, but I will show you once it's assembled. I'm going to do the seasoning, burn it out, and then I'm going to do a rib cook on it. This is my first cook, just with a rack of ribs, see how it turns out. Now this is the Pit Boss Copperhead. Now this is the one that you can get at Walmart. I believe nationwide. I paid $4.46 for it, and I think that's pretty well across the nation. It's very comparable size-wise to their Series 7. Now I have to tell you that I looked at the one at Lowe's. I've looked all over Pit Boss's website. I've looked all over the places that they sell them, Cabela's, other places, Walmart. And for the dollar versus square footage, or not footage, square inch of cook space, cubic inches, this is the better deal. I'm sorry, Pit Boss, but your website is so screwed up. The sizes, even on your homepage, if you read, you got little things that say hopper size, 55 pounds of pellets. Then you go down and read the fine print and it says like 50 pounds. Then you open up the manual and it says 45 pounds. All on the same grill. Same thing. I don't understand why you cannot list exactly the same on all three spots. Also, the square inches of cook space varies from the same grill on your smoker, on your website. It's crazy. You can't figure out which is the best deal for the dollar. So I physically went and measured this at Walmart. Then I went down to Lowe's, measured the one they have there. Lowe's, they are running the one they have for $3.80, and it's quite a bit smaller than this one. So that's why I went with this one. There's another one at Walmart online that's $4.19, and it actually falls in between the size of the one they have at Lowe's and this one here that they carry inside the store. But dimensionally, from what I can see from reading Pit Boss's manual on the Series 7 and measuring this in the store, it's the exact same grill, smoker. So why did I choose this one? Well, I loved the vertical. You can definitely get more racks of ribs than on my Treager, I'm afraid to say, and I've got the big Tex. At the time, that was the biggest one they had. And then also I like the fact that I can then turn it into like a hanging smoker where I can hang sausages. The other thing is you can run this down to 150 in the smoke mode and actually probably run it a little cooler and smoke cheese. So that's why I went with this, the fact that it's vertical. Now, I am sure that this glass door is going to smoke over. They have a cleaning procedure. I'll definitely give that a try if it does smoke over and kind of get that smoke look to it so you can't see through it. But I'm going to give this a good review. I know there's a few things already that I will probably do differently, look at trying to do modifications on it. And also, since I paid for it, I'm going to be completely honest. I'll tell you exactly what I think of this. Price-wise, yeah, I never really like to pay full retail, but I also like to, when I do, I really like to do my research and get the best for my money. And I'm not saying this is the best grill, a smoker, but it's the best size when it comes per dollar. So we'll definitely give this a good go, and we'll get to the unboxing. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. You got any input, don't hesitate to ask. But I will get into this and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, here we have it all assembled. it took about an hour to assemble everything, the legs and some heat deflectors, and then put the racks in and the door hinge and things like that. Excuse me. Overall, I'd say it's pretty good. No issues. Everything seemed to line up pretty well, and went together fairly easy. Let's take a walk around it here. It's got a good fit to it. First thing I would suggest, if you get one, unscrew this cap all the way to get to these bolts, or the bolts to screw them in. It's a lot easier without the rain cap on, or as they call it, the chimney cap. So that's a quick tip. Take that all the way off so you can get your driver down there on those top of those bolts and screw them in. Yeah, it's got a little wire harness down there for your electrical. The back rollers both have locks on them, which is kind of nice, so it won't roll away. Here's the hopper feeder. Goes up. I will point out, I don't know if you can see it, there's a bolt right there you have to put in. What I did, I took some packing and put it over the top of this so I wouldn't accidentally drop that bolt down inside the hopper, because that would be not good. So another tip, when you assemble, put something in here so you don't accidentally drop anything down inside the hopper. This is their little sticker on it says that it's a 60-pound capacity hopper of pellets. So it's a good size. It's got the serial number, model, everything right here on the back. You got your serial number. I'll get this registered. Nice little hinge here to empty out the hopper. You were going to change your pellets. That's kind of nice. Coming around to this side. You got a window here so you can see how full the pellets hopper is, which is nice. The hinge for the door is completely adjustable. What I did is I worked it on the door to where I had a good seal, and I didn't have any daylight. You can see daylight through there. I tightened it to where it was nice and tight all the way down. So I got a good seal on it. Let's see if we can do this one-handed. Put that there and then there. And now you can see I got it so there's absolutely no gap going through there. So nice and tight. We'll see how it does. Open this up. Now here you've got it comes with 5 racks, and you can adjust where you have your racks, which is nice. And then you have, now in the manual it says to put water in this every time you cook. You know, that's going to be your call on that. I don't run water on my treager, so I don't know why I'd have to run it on this. But it kind of is like a grease drippings catch here. You also have a drip catch down here where you've got a cup that you can pull out and empty. This is the heat shield deflector, and one of the things I already said, maybe, that is steel. It's magnetic, so that's not stainless, so it could warp, which is not that big a deal. We'll see how long the paint lasts on it. One thing I think that'll be pretty neat, and I'm going to try this out, is put a rack all the way down on the lowest setting, remove the heat shield, and now you have a sear capability, just because you've got the flame coming right up there. So that's what I think of it so far. Overall, I'm very happy. We will fire it up and see what she does. So let's get the power to her. Okay, so we've hooked up power. I don't know if you can see, got a little blue light on there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and just turn her on, see what she does. Right away you could hear the fan kick on. We got her in the smoke setting. She's on Fahrenheit. It comes with 2 probe ports. and it comes only with one probe right here. So I'll probably end up ordering another one. I'm not a big fan of sticking it through the door seal, but I guess that's what you have to do. Back there is the heat rod, so that tells the temp of the grill. Let's just see if we're getting, I can smell it heating up. Was hoping to be able to see that rod get red, so it might take it a minute here. I'll just let it go for a minute, see what happens. The auger is not moving. Oh, you got to hit the prime button, that's right. So now you can see that the auger is starting to turn. So it would feed pellets into there. Yeah, my treager, the hot rod gets glowing red down there. Let me see if I feel any heat. I don't feel any heat down in there. Okay, yeah, that rod is getting hot. I actually touched it with my skin and it did burn me, but that's okay. I'll recover. So now I'm going to put some pellets in it and turn her back on and run the auger through the prime until it starts putting pellets in there, and we'll see what she does. All right, we're going to turn her back on. Got her in the smoke setting. The auger is actually turning on its own now. We'll just let it go until it starts dropping pellets down in there. Oh yeah, now I can see that hot rod getting red down there. I don't know if the camera's picking it up at all, but it's getting red. I see some pellets coming up. A good smoke go there. You can see down in there. Maybe you can't. Well, there you can. Quite a reflection, but that's the firebox. So I'm going to get the deflector shield back on there, and we're going to get everything seasoned up. So we got smoke rolling out. Okay. See what we're doing here. We're at 125. Probe sitting at 105. I'm going to go ahead and crank her up to 350. See, it says 350, and just let her smoke away out here. So it's been close to about an hour. I've just let it sit out here and run. Actually outside, I just rolled it back in. You can see, and it's set at 350. It's running about 340. It was up to 360 outside. I just have the probe sitting on the top rack, and it's on the metal. It says it's 390. So you can see down in there, what it's doing. Well, maybe not. You can see sparks jumping every now and then. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put her down in the shut-off mode, which is the smoke mode, and we're just going to let her come down in temp, and then we'll come out and shut her off. Yeah, the cabinet does get pretty warm, so you really can't touch it anywhere. That's one thing I wanted to see. The back is nice and cool. You can lay your hand on it. Down around the bottom. The base is nice and cool. And nothing heats up in the back. Just mainly in the cook chamber. Yeah, everything gets there, it gets nice and warm. So, yep, I think she'll do pretty good.